In this video, I'm gonna show you 6 great video editing apps for mobile so that you don't have to rely on only one option, in case suddenly one of them is not available anymore. These are all the things that I've tested in each one of these apps so that I could be really clear on which case to recommend you guys one of these apps. So let's start with the man of the hour, CapCut. So let's do a quick overview so that we can compare it to other options. The thing is that CapCut excels in many of those categories, but slowly what was an outstanding amount of free features is migrating to the Pro version. But don't get me wrong, because it still offers a lot. You can do keyframing, the layers are very organized and work pretty well, so you can stack videos on top of each other. Text, titles and captions have a lot of different templates for you to use ready to go. And the animations built in the software can be used in almost any kind of object. So you can use it with text, stickers, images, whatever. The assets library is massive and it's completely integrated with TikTok, so you have all the songs, all the stock videos, images. Performance is really good, it's very stable. One annoying thing is that now there's a watermark present. You can choose where in the screen it's going to be, but it will be there if you don't migrate to the Pro version. But wait, let's start from the beginning. These are the prices for the Pro plan. And in CapCut's case, you've got an infinity amount of stuff that is included with it. Some fancy features like stabilizing, relight, captions, and extended options in the case of filters or effects, for example. The auto cutout feature is amazing, you don't have to rely on a green screen. But not only, it also has reframe, which is really useful if you're doing horizontal content and you want to repurpose it into vertical. And you can even create stuff with AI. There are more advanced color grading tools like HSL sliders and curves. It's good for you to know that even in the free version you can use the desktop app. By the way, on CapCut all the features are available even if they belong to the Pro version. The only catch is that you cannot export the video if you used any of them. But at least you know exactly what you're paying for if you do it. Okay, but who's it for? It's the perfect all-rounder app if you're learning to edit. Tons of features and lots of content online about it. And by the way, 2 great resources are my free classes on Skillshare about CapCut for desktop and CapCut mobile. If you use the link in the description, you're gonna get 1 month free on all the platform, which includes my classes also. It's really completely free. So if you want, go check it out. And now let's see the second option. Now this list is not ordered by my preference, it just came to be like this. The second app is called InShot. It's super simple to use and I love the way that it imports the files inside your timeline, opening kind of like a pre-cut window so that you import only what's useful to you. Now a big advantage of InShot is the price. It's gonna cost you $15 roughly per year or $36 for a lifetime license. But if you don't do it, the app is supported by ads, which are very annoying. It's not just like show you an ad for some seconds and that's it. You have to see it, you have to click X to close it, again, it takes a long time. But anyways, that's what's keeping the free version available. So as I said, trimming and cutting is very nice. The interface is super clean and easy to use. Working with layers is definitely not my favorite app. So if you have a simple timeline, only one layer and one clip after the other, you're gonna be satisfied. If you wanna go too fancy and do things stacked over each other, you're gonna be a little bit annoyed. Transitions, effects, speed control all works very well and there are many options. Audio editing, text, titles and captions don't have too many options, but they're simple to use and they work. It's not very graphic design oriented. You can find stock videos, stock music, exporting is very fast and it looks pretty good. It's super stable and it's available for iOS and Android. So if you want an app that is simple to use, has a good interface, some options for titles, effects and everything, and that you don't need to buy the Pro version to get the watermark out, this is a very good option. But still I think it's worth paying for it to get rid of the ads. Having said that, let's go to the next option, which is called Filmora. I have to say that Filmora is very high up on the list here. And so is the price that goes more or less together with CapCut. Unlike the others, Filmora has 3 plans, the free, the pro and the premium. Now, as you can expect, all the things that involve effects, templates and everything, you have more in each case. In upgrading your plan, there's always one significant change in between them. From the free to the pro plan, you get no watermark and you get the possibility to export the videos in 1080p or 4K, which you cannot do in the free version. The pro version right now is $36 per year, which is a very good deal. Or $7 per month, that doesn't make too much sense. And the biggest jump from the pro to the premium is the possibility to use the desktop app also. Which also in this case, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but I've tested and it's really good. So if you want something that can be a little bit more flexible, having the app on the go and more real estate to edit on a computer, it's a good choice. But in that case you have to pay $70 per year, which is almost double. But anyways, ease of use is amazing. The interface is super fluid, everything, even the icons seem very well thought of. The trimming and splitting clips is very interesting with this floating window. The interface and some effects are very similar to CapCut. Speed control, keyframe animations, everything very similar. And I like a lot the way that it supports layers. It's very clear and it's very easy to see what's where. And you can rearrange things very easily, which is not the case with the other apps. Green screen support and cutout effects are available and they're are free. This is a huge one. Audio editing has all the simple tools, but has one that really caught my eye, which is the audio stretching tool. This is something that I use on the desktop when I need to expand a song. To just keep it rolling for 10 seconds more, for example. And it's embedded in the app. Now text, titles and captions, there are so many options, but mostly everything is pro. Availability of assets like stock videos, images, music, sound effects and everything is not very big, so it really tries to make you get the pro version to have these. Stability is really good and it's available for iOS, Android, Mac and Windows. Now this one is for beginners willing to pay at least for the pro subscription, or pro editors that really want that final touch for their short form content, and lovers of modern interfaces and features. Now the next app, you've probably seen this icon somewhere in your life. It's called Videoleap. It's a very simple and intuitive interface, because even in cases like trimming or splitting the video files, you don't have too many options. Layering is very confusing because there's only the main track and one layer above. So if you send 2 videos above, you can't rearrange them, it's kind of a mess. Regarding speed, you can only slow down or speed up a clip, you don't have the graphs. Text and titles, you do have some options, and captions are only available for iOS, not for Android. Regarding assets, they have some sort of integration with Storyblocks, so there's a lot of songs available for you to use, and also some stock videos and everything. Price-wise, it's very similar to Filmora, costing around €40 per year. Or in this case, you can get a lifetime license for 230 more or less. So, I had an issue with Videoleap not playing the audio of any of my talking head videos. They were completely mute, and with the crowded interface and the watermark problem, I see it useful for iOS users looking for a very simple app. Or those who can't stand the idea of paying a subscription. But the next app... Next up we have YouCut, which is the cheapest app amongst all of these we're talking today. You can have a lifetime license for only €18. It has a little bit of everything. The trimming is very nice, adding the clips and rearranging them is very easy. As the other cheaper apps, multi-layers is not very easy to deal with. It has transitions, effects, green screen support. It has a big music library, but for you to add them, you're gonna have to watch an ad. Filters and color grading are applied on the clip or to all of them. It's not like a layer on top managing everything. It's available for Android and iOS. It was very stable, I didn't have any issues with it. So this one I recommend for who wants the simplest but effective video editing app, and if you want a lifetime license that won't break the bank. Now last but not least, VN, and a lot of people recommended me this one. And as usual, the price goes accordingly. It's roughly €80 per year. The free version has no watermark and the interface is very clean and super easy to use. It's one of my favorites. And one of the very cool things that I think only VN has is that it shows you the waveform in the timeline. So especially if you're editing a longer video in which you need to cut according to what's being said, it's super useful. It's just said, and this can be a suggestion for the developers, that when you're trimming a clip, you cannot see the waveform. I like the way the layers are clearly organized, and you have one here dedicated for video. Effects are very nice, green screen works pretty well. There are many cool templates for text, and for the captions they even give you 3 different options of quality for you to choose from. But not many ways of easily customizing it with cool templates. That could be improved. And I love the way that they implement these sliders here in the color correction and grading part. It makes it so much easier. Now, not to say everything was beautiful with VN, I had some very unstable moments with it. There were a couple of clips that I tried to import that just make it so heavy and unstable, and it just crashed on me a couple of times. So what I can recommend you is to just download it, try it by yourself, and see if the kind of clips that you need to use just work perfectly on it or not. And also VN is available for iOS, Android, Windows and Mac. I think I can safely recommend it as one of the best free apps and a very good option for more pro-level edits. And that's it. I hope this list can be useful to you when choosing a video editing app for your mobile phone. And as you see, you don't need to depend on only one app, because learning one will help you use any of the others. Now, which one you're gonna choose really depends on what you need it for and how much you're willing to pay for the app. Because as you saw, there are so many features you can choose from and differences between free and pro plans. Now, if you wanna know my opinion, for my case specifically, in which I edit videos for YouTube and also short form content, Filmora is the one that would suit me best. After that, maybe VN. If CapCut is available, it's still one of the best options out there regarding everything that it has. Now, if I missed any app or feature that should be discussed about, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks a lot for watching, and check out this video that YouTube is recommending you right now, because it's totally based on your searches and your interests. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!